2023 Breckon Farms Great Northern Derby winner. Dylan Ferguson, congratulations with Lovemeto for a start, mate. That was a great win.
Yeah, it was super. He's just an awesome racehorse. He never gets tired, and that just showed tonight. He's just trotting 30 quarters in front, and he looked like he could have gone another round at that speed.
Well, that's what I was going to say. We just watched the Roe Cup just then, and he just looks like he's got that X factor that might carry him all the way.
Well, I don't know about X factor, but it's the will to win. He's just, as I say, he's an unbelievable horse. He's the first one in the morning with his head over the gate, licks the bowl clean every night, and he's just got that never say die attitude, and as I say, he's been like that since day one. He's never been any different. So I always thought and hoped the Derby distance was going to be when you'd see him at his best, and to be honest, in his training and watching him racing, I thought his run in the Harness Millions was 110%, and maybe tonight he might have been 109, but he's good enough to get it done anyway.
He looks to me to be a lovely horse. Unfortunately, you weren't driving, and anyone wondering, it's due to suspension. There's a reason you weren't able to fulfil your last two drives. He looks a lovely horse to drive. Yeah,
he's beautiful. As I say, he was just not necessarily unruly as a 2-year-old. He just got a little bit hot, but it was just immaturity. He was just a bit weak in that, and Graham and Merv did the right thing and put him aside for 3 months. Once we realised he wasn't going to be in the big races, we just gave him that time, and he's come back this prep. He did come back well, but probably 6 weeks before the Harness Millions, he just grew a leg. He just turned into a different horse, and I was just praying that carried on. I said to a few people, I was worried after the Harness Millions that he raced at his peak in that race, and it was just all about trying to keep him at that level through to the Derby.
Been a big month and a half for you. It's all good. Well, not a month and a half, probably 3-4 months. I can't remember when it was, but I was at Cambridge there one night. You're having a bit of a whirlwind of emotions, I suppose, right at the minute training horses. It's a big thrill, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's massive. And probably, coming into this year, I was a bit disheartened with how our sales purchases were going as 2-year-olds. But, they seem like nice horses, but they just probably weren't there at the time. And it showed this year. We've had a couple of fillies competitive through the Harness Millions and the Oaks. And then, this guy, he's just come on in leaps and bounds. So, when you're buying horses at the sales, and, one thing me and Graham try to do is buy from good families and good farms. When you're buying from Woodlands and Breckons, you're getting well-bred horses. And, this guy, I think his mother might have only won 2 races, but there's only 1 dam or 2 dams on the page, and they all know how to trot. That's the key.
You said there before about Breckon Farms. It must have been a great thrill watching the presentation. You're all up there, the little ones down here with the hand up, but everyone up there enjoying it. They know how to party, the Breckons, but they thoroughly enjoy the industry, and that was a huge buzz for them, sponsoring the race, but then also being up there and breeding the winner. It's just it's a great little story all round, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely. I set it up on the in the winner's circle. Ken and Karen put a massive amount into the industry, and like a lot of major breeders and studs do, and anyone really, everyone does their best of what they can at the time. But Ken and Karen support a numerous amount of stables around New Zealand, including us and me and Joe on with our own purchases as well. They've backed us 110% since we've been purchasing yearlings, and as I say, to win a sponsored race, one of their sponsored races with one of their horses, it just puts the cherry on top, really.
Jo was very controlled. I was watching her up there. She was controlled. She was smiling, but you could tell it meant a lot.
Oh yeah, as I say, it means a lot to all of us. It's a big team effort. The staff at home, we're all family really, and as I say, we put the hard yards into the horses, and I think that really shows when you get a horse like this. He wants to be a part of it as much as we do. So it's always that's a recipe for success straight away. A
pretty good carnival in Melbourne. I think it's moved back a little bit to about September. Redwood Carnival. There's a race called the Victorian Derby on over there. Is there any chance we might see him over there for that?
Oh, I think he's earned a well-deserved break for now, and I'm sure Graham and Merv will put their heads together, and especially Graham, they're not shy on setting some lofty targets. So
neither's Merv.
Oh no, Merv's not either. So As I say, I'm probably the young and controlled one, sort of, but I'm starting to get on the bandwagon now, chasing the big races. So who knows where he might turn up, but I think he's certainly deserved a couple of weeks in the paddock for now anyway.
You got your derby at the end of the year here in New Zealand as well, but I think the Australians would love to see him and see what he's about, and I think another couple of months on him, who knows where he'll go. Been a fair night for the stable too. How'd the travel mate go?
Yeah, no, I said to a couple of people when we got here, I just got Gazman in because we were bringing up this guy, and Dad was confident he put him as his best of the night. I stuck with the favourite, so he had more faith than me, but he's a nice trotter on his day as well. But I don't think anyone could take the spoils away from Doozy tonight.
No, not at all. How long till you back driving?
Oh, not till about August, I think. So I'm actually off on holiday after tonight. So at least I'm staying the night. I can have a few beers.
Well done, mate. You deserve it, and congratulations. Great story, and I think there's a lot more upside to him too. He's a big lad. I look forward to him next year and the year after.
Yeah, no, I've said for a long time, watch out for him in spring. So I think he might see a different horse again.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.